Now we see the debugging part. Now debugging is is robust debugging tools that VS Code provides that supports various programming languages, and with this now we'll be emphasizing on JavaScript. So but it has got programming other languages for debugging support like C#, Python, Java, HTML, CSS, and many other languages. I have flipped over to Visual Studio Code, and let me discuss how the debugging features step over, step into, and step out would work with this provided code example. So this is how to start a debug session by clicking on the run and start debugging. And because I have not set any breakpoint, so it has given me the result straight away. So let me set a breakpoint over here and click on start debugging once more, and it will hit the breakpoint. Okay, now these three icons are step over, step into, and step out. So let us discuss all of these things. Now step over, that is this step over, this arrow icon, curved arrow, it allows you to execute the correct line of code and then pause on the next line, but it does not go inside any function calls on the correct line. Okay, so it steps over the function means. So we'll see it in action, but first of all let me also discuss the step into and step out. So step into is this one. So step into, what happens is step into allows you to move into the next function call to see its inner workings. Okay, and step out, this is the step out. Step out allows you to run the rest of the current function and pause when it returns to the calling function. All right, so I put a breakpoint for the sake of convenience to give you the debugging walkthrough. So what I will do is I have already started the debugging session, and let me press the step over button. So if I step over, it straight away gives the answer as 3, because it steps over the find average function. It doesn't go to the step find average function. It calculates the return value and puts the sum, because there is no more line in this current debugging session. All right, so let's click the run and start debugging once more. So again it hits the breakpoint, because that is the only breakpoint available in this application, in this code snippet. Now if I put a step into, then what happens that it goes to the find average functions to see its inner working. Okay, so now if I click on step into, or by hitting F11, either the step into icon, arrow down icon, or F11, the debugger enters the find average. So it goes through this, and you can see that the accumulator sum here within the variables, it is 0 now. And if you click on hitting F11, you can see the sum has become 1, and then it becomes 1 plus 2 3, it becomes 1 plus 2 plus 3 6, whereas the I has become 3. Okay, and then you click it throughout the elements, and it keeps on changing. Now the sum has become 15. Okay, and if I further click into, it will come to, because it has already returned the sum, there's no more stepping into, so it steps into the next line, into the breakpoint, where the breakpoint is set already. And if I click on this step into again, it will give me the output, because it has already calculated the return value from the find average function. Now at last to see the step out, what I will do is start another debug session, keeping the breakpoint at the same point at the last line of this code snippet, where the console.log statement is calling the find average function and putting the numbers, which is an integer array. Alright, so we'll click on run again and start debugging. Straight away it hits the breakpoint. And now if I do a step out, this one, step out is arrow up. So it gives you the result 3 because it does not enter the function, but it computes the return value nevertheless. And that is the beauty of the step out. It steps out of the function after computing the value. Okay. And the debugging stops after putting the answer. So in summary, step over executes the current line and passes on to the next without entering any functions called on that line. So easiest way to remember is step over. It steps over a function. And step into enters the next function call, like step into, and allowing you to debug inside the function. And step out means it completes the current function and pauses on the line after the function call in the calling context. Okay, so using these features, you can effectively trace through your code, inspect variables, and understand the flow of executions, making it easier to diagnose and fix bugs.